This month on Diecast Time Unboxing, it's a special one for old Holden fans. I crack open a couple of VN Commodores. So this month I'm cracking open a couple of VN Commodores from back in the day. These great Group A days. Where I kind of this was around the start of my following of the category. I suppose probably around that 87-ish was when I started following it fully into it by this kind of 1991. Both of these cars are based on the Bathurst cars from the year. Off memory, the HRT car came second in the race, and the Brock car broke down during the race, but of course, it being a Brock mobile car, I had to get it. Throughout my collection, I have got all of the different Brock mobile cars so far. Well, at least one from each year of the Peter Brock cars, and then big HRT fan from back in the day. I think I probably became a fan of those guys back then because of, they won Bathurst 1990. They came second in 1991. They were kind of taking it to the fight to the GTR. Didn't like the GTR back then. Don't know why, but yeah. And those were the guys kind of taking the fight to them at Bathurst. Very uncompetitive during the Touring Car Championship. But yeah, they were somewhat competitive at Bathurst, I suppose. And this Brock car, if you haven't looked at it, go and look at his top 10 shootout lap in this car for the 1991 race, where he over the top of Skyland, sideways over the not very fast but very spectacular to watch. So go check that out. But let's crack these open and have a look at them. So first up, we've got the Certificate of Authenticity check, 3,204 of the Peter Brock one, not surprising there. And this was probably a little bit earlier when they were doing a lot more models of each car. Only 800 of the HRT one. It is only a Bathurst second place car. So that's probably why the lower numbers on that one. Quick look at them before we get them onto the turntable. Absolutely beautiful model cars. A big fan of these VN race cars. You can see some slight differences between the two, especially those front wheels. Peter Brock having those kind of air deflectors on his, and the different rear wheels. The HRT ones were different. The Brock's car having the two aerials on the back, and not the Hamburg cam, but that would have been some kind of transmitter on the roof. While it is in the box, it is a lot taller aerial. I haven't put it in. The HRT, there is the hole there for the HRT one. There probably is some differences on the inside, but I haven't popped open the doors yet to have a look inside. The exhaust there, down on the side there on the Peter Brock car, and might be on the driver's side on the HRT car. Is it? Just there coming out the side, a little bit different. Same across the front of the cars there. Or actually, where the air spike on the HRT car, is that where you punch it through the grille, whereas Brock's one has an actual little knob there on the front. So, some definite differences between the two cars. So here we are on the turntable, just really, really spectacular there. What more do you need to say about a Brock mobile livered car? I'm just a really big fan of them. That's he was my hero growing up. So there's not much else to say other than I really, really like this car. And here is the HRT VN Commodore in that traditional black and white with the line of the racing head down the side of the car. Just an absolute classic livery that stands the test of time. Once again, there's not much more you can say other than just an absolute beautiful looking car. Fit and finish on these really quite nice. They seem to sit really well, very period correct and all that. There is. I'm surprised at the differences between the two. Like even the windscreen wiper is different on them. The HRT car with two small wing mirrors on the side, whereas the Brock car had the more standard VN Commodore mirror just on the driver's side. And if you get into the nitty gritty on the inside, there appears to be a few little differences in there as well. But it's very hard to pick those up on the camera. And here it is with everything open. Very interesting bonnet mechanism on this one. Not sure if it was something with the race cars, but anyone with a VN Commodore, can you let me know? It's not a simple straight up lift on it. You kind of bring it forward and then lift it up. It's hard to pick up on the camera there, but it's like a double hinge mechanism. I'll try and get a close up of it. The big difference on these is there's a couple of little clips on the rear boot as well to hold the boot down. You do need to pop off before you open up the boot. Not sure how well that's coming up on camera, but this is how the bonnet mechanism kind of works. You can see, and then you kind of have to push it and then push the bonnet down like that. Very different. Very different to the VL Commodores. I never owned a VN, so I'm not sure if that's how it worked on the actual cars, or maybe the SS Commodores had something different. But yeah, that's something a little bit different. And here is the boot mechanism. Not sure how well that's coming up on camera, but you got to put that back in there, and then the one on the other side as well. And I can't do that single-handedly, so you'll have to believe me that it does go in. It's actually a little bit easier to see those boot clips on the Brock car, which on the white rather than the black on black. So there they are. So that's my VN Commodore from the Anti unboxing and review. Let me know what you think of these two. Do you have them in your collection, or have you got any other VN Commodores? Here's hoping that Bianti do a few more as well. Down in the comments, let me know also which ones you would like to see. I would love to see a Lansdale car from that period. I really enjoyed their spectacular liveries. But until next time, keep collecting. I'm still Dave, and I'll catch you later.